Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about something many men avoid but really shouldn't. Struggling to maintain a firm erection impacts far more than just intimate moments. It chips away at confidence, creates emotional distance, and can even threaten the foundation of a relationship. Each failed attempt adds frustration. Eventually, fear takes the wheel. But here's the good news. Regaining firmness and pleasure doesn't have to involve suffering or shame. If you're experiencing difficulty getting or staying hard, that doesn't mean there's no solution. In fact, there are proven strategies to reverse this. Restore lasting erections and reconnect with your partner. Impotence is not a life sentence. There's a method that's already helped countless men overcome this challenge, and it might be simpler than you think. But before we dive deeper, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss upcoming videos on health and sexual wellness. And if you find this content helpful, give it a like. It helps more people find this important information. Drop a 1 in the comments if this topic resonates with you, or a 0 if you think we can improve. Your feedback means a lot. For many men, erectile difficulties affect more than just sex. It changes how they see themselves. That confident, grounded man who once led the relationship may start avoiding touch, eye contact, and intimacy altogether, and it doesn't go unnoticed. Partners often sense the distance but don't know the cause. Without open communication, a wall goes up and the relationship begins to fade. Often the problem isn't a lack of desire, it's the fear of failure. Anxiety builds up and becomes its own barrier. The more a man avoids frustration, the more it takes over. It's a cycle that slowly drains self-esteem and confidence. He may begin to pull away, not just emotionally, but from life itself. What started as a physical issue now touches every part of his world. Small arguments increase. The sense of connection disappears. Even daily routines start to feel distant. To help men break this cycle and rediscover intimacy, I have created a digital guide, Rediscovering Intimacy, Healthy Sexuality After 60. Inside, you'll find practical strategies to rebuild your relationship, overcome physical and emotional barriers, and reignite passion, regardless of age. The link to download it is pinned in the first comment. Copies are limited, so grab yours while it's available. Let's talk about what's happening inside the body. Over time, blood flow can become restricted. Arteries lose elasticity, making it harder for blood to circulate, especially to the penis, which depends on strong blood flow for firm erections. When the pathways are blocked, erections may be weak or fade too soon. There's also a natural drop in testosterone with age. This hormone is essential for libido and sexual response. As levels decline, desire and arousal may slow down, even if the mind is willing. Another rarely discussed issue is the weakening of pelvic floor muscles, which play a major role in erection and ejaculation control. Like any other muscle, they lose strength over time, making it harder to maintain firmness, even with enough arousal. Then there's the mind. Even if the body is functioning, if the mind is overwhelmed, arousal can short-circuit. Anxiety is one of the biggest enemies of sexual performance. The fear of not performing triggers stress hormones like cortisol, which directly disrupt blood flow. If a man walks into the bedroom already afraid he'll fail, he's far more likely to. Mental stress from work, finances, or even household tension can drain energy and block desire. And when you try to force a disappointment, low self-esteem and sadness also take a toll. When a man doesn't feel desirable, he may begin to withdraw, creating a painful cycle of emotional and physical distance. The brain is your biggest sex organ. If it's not engaged, the body won't respond. And that's the truth for everyone. If any of this hits home, you're not alone. And you don't have to go through it silently. You can break this cycle. You can restore confidence, and you can reignite the intimacy that's been missing. Check the pinned comment for access to the free digital guide, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss more life-changing insights. We're here to help you live better, body, mind, and relationship. When erections fade before they begin, the body functions as a connected system. So when something's off, it often shows up in multiple areas, including sexual performance. Take diabetes, for example. It damages small blood vessels and nerves that carry signals to the penis. Over time, this can reduce sensitivity, making arousal and maintaining an erection more difficult. High blood sugar also disrupts the production of nitric oxide, a key substance that helps blood vessels relax and allows for proper blood flow. Without it, getting and keeping an erection becomes a challenge. High blood pressure adds another layer of difficulty. Erections rely on strong, steady blood flow. But when blood pressure is too high, vessels become damaged and less efficient. On top of that, many medications used to treat hypertension can decrease libido and hinder sexual response. Cholesterol is a silent contributor as well. Fatty deposits can build up in arteries, restricting blood flow. Since erections require a sudden surge of blood, even small blockages can interfere. In fact, erectile dysfunction can sometimes be an early warning sign of heart trouble, as both issues often share the same root causes. When silence hurts more than the symptoms, one of the biggest threats to a man's sexual well-being is silence. Many men who experience erection problems choose to hide it instead of speaking up. They fear seeming weak, disappointing their partner, or facing uncomfortable truths. This silence creates distance. The man may start avoiding intimacy, making excuses and pulling away. Meanwhile, his partner, left in the dark, may interpret this as disinterest or rejection. Without communication, misunderstandings grow. Tension builds. She may feel ignored or undesired while he becomes increasingly anxious. The fear of failing again only deepens the problem, but a simple conversation can change everything. Opening up can bring immediate relief. Sharing insecurities lifts the burden, and couples often find they're stronger together. Many women respond with empathy and support, which eases pressure and helps restore emotional closeness. Solutions that work with or without medication. Thanks to medical advances, there are now several effective ways to restore erectile function without suffering in silence. Medications like sildenafil and tadalafil are popular because they increase blood flow to the penis, making erections easier. These drugs don't create desire, they enhance the body's response to stimulation. They're effective for many, but must be used correctly and under medical guidance. For those who prefer non-pharmaceutical approaches or haven't had success with medication, there are alternatives. Testosterone replacement therapy may be recommended for men with low hormone levels to restore energy and libido. Natural supplements like Massa, Tribulus terrestris, and ginseng are also being studied for their potential benefits on circulation and desire. Diet plays a powerful role too. Foods rich in nitric oxide, such as beets and watermelon, can help relax blood vessels and improve blood flow. Even small dietary changes can have noticeable effects, especially when paired with other strategies. Non-drug therapies and natural techniques. Not everyone wants to rely on medication, and that's okay. There are options. Low-intensity shockwave therapy has shown great results. It helps stimulate the growth of new blood vessels in the penis, improving circulation naturally. The sessions are short, painless, and have no major side effects, making it an attractive choice for many. Pelvic floor exercises like Keels can also make a big difference. These muscles support erectile strength and ejaculation control. Like any muscle, they weaken over time, but regular training can bring back strength, leading to firmer, longer-lasting erections. Acupuncture is another complementary option being explored. Stimulating specific points in the body may help improve blood flow and reduce stress. 2 essential components of a healthy sex life. And don't underestimate the power of the mind. Practices like deep breathing meditation and mindfulness help manage anxiety, reduce stress, and improve sexual response. A calm, focused mind supports a responsive body. It all adds up. Small changes in daily habits can lead to big improvements in intimacy. The body responds to how it's treated over time. A man who's been sedentary, eating poorly, and sleeping irregularly for years can't expect optimal performance without making some adjustments. The good news with the right strategies, support, and a bit of courage to talk about it. A satisfying and confident sex life is absolutely within reach. When it comes to masculinity and vulnerability, there's a powerful connection. We often overlook our health, especially sexual health. One of the most important factors, circulation. Regular physical activity plays a crucial role. Aerobic exercises like walking or running strengthen the heart, improving blood flow and helping it reach the penis more efficiently. Meanwhile, resistance training. Think weightlifting or bodyweight workouts boost testosterone, a key hormone for libido and sexual performance. But exercise alone isn't enough. Your diet matters just as much. A diet high in sugar and unhealthy fats causes inflammation and damages blood vessels. On the flip side, foods rich in nitric oxide like beetroot and leafy greens help dilate blood vessels and improve circulation. You'll also want to include high-quality proteins, healthy fats and vitamins. D and B12. They support hormone production and overall vitality. And then there's sleep, the underrated pillar of health. During deep sleep, the body regulates critical hormones, like testosterone. Poor sleep can lead to higher stress, lower hormone levels, and reduce blood flow, all of which impact sexual function. Even small, consistent lifestyle adjustments can improve your sexual health, often without the need for medication or invasive treatments. Let me tell you about Carlos, a patient I saw a few months ago. He walked into my office clearly uncomfortable, hands fidgeting, eyes avoiding mine. When he finally spoke, it was in a hushed tone. "Doctor, I never thought I'd have to talk about this." Like many men, Carlos avoided the issue for too long. He only sought help when he saw how it was affecting more than just his body. It was hurting his marriage. Carlos had always been active. His relationship had always felt easy and full of connection, but over time things changed. He noticed his erections weren't as strong. He blamed fatigue, stress, anything. But as the issue persisted, he started pulling away, avoiding intimacy and making excuses. His wife noticed. She tried to talk about it, but Carlos shut down. What used to be affection turned into silence, and intimacy became a sore subject. His wife began to think he'd lost interest. Carlos, on the other hand, felt ashamed and afraid to admit something was wrong. The fear of failing again made him avoid trying altogether. But then, one night, he gathered the courage to talk. For the first time, he opened up about his fears and insecurities, and instead of rejection, he received compassion. Together, they decided to seek solutions. With proper guidance, routine changes, and the right treatment, Carlos regained his confidence and vitality. More importantly, he restored his connection with his wife, and their relationship grew even stronger. Erectile dysfunction can feel like an impossible problem, but it's not. From improving circulation and hormones to strengthening emotional bonds, there are natural, effective paths forward. Carlos took that first brave step, and it changed everything. Now I ask you, which of these strategies do you think could make the biggest difference in your life? Leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and share it to help other men find support. We've got more natural strategies to explore, so check out the recommended videos to continue your journey. Subscribe to Modern Stoic and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss our next video. Thanks for watching, and remember, strength comes not just from the body, but from the courage to take control of your